Hey guys, it's Jason at Hard Money Bankers with your Private Money Minute. Today's topic is related to putting cash offers in on a property that you are looking to buy and yet are not using all cash to do so. Now, cash is kind of an interesting term. I guess in my opinion, it's, hey, if it's not contingent on financing, even if someone's giving me money for this thing and it's not my cash, I still consider it a cash offer. But that also depends on who you're asking. Typically, sellers or banks or real estate agents probably won't necessarily agree with that. So this has come up a lot, and typically what a lot of real estate investors do, which I think is a proper workaround, is they put a little addendum in the contract and they state this is going to be a cash offer, and then there's a little quote, a little line, and an addendum afterwards that says buyer and seller both agree that if buyer does not want to use its own cash, it has the right to use the money from somebody else and get financing for the property as long as it doesn't affect any other terms of the loan. So what's that stating is, I'm intending to use cash. I don't know if that person's really intending to or not, but that's just what it reads. I'm intending to use cash. If I choose not to, I can utilize a private money lender or hard money lender to do so. I would be very transparent about that up front. And related to the seller, but this comes up a lot in like auction contracts, and they'll say, they'll come to us for a loan, and we'll go to the auction company or the title company and be like, wait, this is an auction contract, and we'll go back to them and say, listen, I understand that this was an auction contract, and they said they're using all cash. That being said, we're just a private lender. Yes, we're going to record a mortgage or a deed of trust, so technically there is financing, but that being said, there's no contingencies on the loan. All of it's already been worked out. This is assuming you have money lined up from a private lender. Don't get me wrong, but it's just something to think about. Obviously, I don't think you should obviously lie about these things. I think it's important to be transparent with the seller, the real estate agents, the banks, and everything like that. And that's why instead of saying it's an all-cash offer, say it's an all-cash offer. But I have the right to move this to private funding or hard money lender, and it won't change. No appraisal contingency, no financing contingency. So you're taking the risk, obviously, to make sure your private lender has the money to fund this. But it does make your contract a little bit stronger by telling them that, hey, I'm waiving all financing contingencies and things like that. And typically, as long as it's explained the right way, that I'm buying this property. It may be my own cash, maybe my friend's cash, maybe a hard money lender's cash. It's not going to be a bank loan. That's the big thing that they're concerned about. So I would just kind of mess with that a little bit and see where it takes you. But we've had a lot of success with our borrowers related to telling them, hey, put it all in cash, and then say you have the ability, if you choose to have a private lender. And I think as long as you're transparent, I think that's important. Any comments related to this topic, please feel free to comment below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. This is Jason with your Private Money Minute.